What's going on, everyone? Badger here. Should have liked and sub, and let's get into this. With Captain America, we watched the whole production cycle and we said, this looks like it has a bloated budget, bad acting, bad writing, and it's going to flop. And it did. Looked at Snow White and said, this looks like it has a bloated budget, bad acting, bad writing, and it's going to flop. And it is currently. And Assassin's Creed Shadows the whole time with this is bloated budget, character decisions that were made for improper reasons. Looking at you, Yasuke, instead of Yama Tamaguchi that we should have had. And it is now flopping. It is now flopping. 64,000 peak after your opening weekend, the first time Assassin's Creed game has been available on launch day one on the PC. This is embarrassing. This is less numbers than Dragon Age the Veilguard, which went on to fail spectacularly. This is the one that their own employees were saying needed to be a home run, and this ain't the one. So not even hitting 65,000 players. This is going to be on Game Pass. No time soon. You can see right here to put. Oh, and it had a 2-hour credits. So to put that into perspective, Lord of the Rings Return to the King, famous for having one of the longest credit sequences in movie history, wraps up in 10 minutes. For a AAA video game like this, it's common for credits to roll anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes, and most of the time you skip them unless you're hoping there's an achievement for watching them, which there rarely is these days. But this takes the cake. Where do you take a cake? I take a cake to the bakery to see the other cakes. Sorry, George Carlin. Reports suggest that over 3,000 people, 3,000 worked on Assassin's Creed Shadows, with Ubisoft enlisting the efforts of teams from around the globe. Yes, and they're all of them. All over the world, bloated companies. In addition, a noteworthy portion of the credits devoted to global diversity and inclusion. One of the handcuffs for Ubisoft. It started off this way. The focus now that we found out, instead of having that Shinto monk, Yama Tamaguchi, they switched to Yasuki, specifically because of Black Lives Matter, George Floyd, BLM, and all of that. And it was thought at the time that this would be something that would be liked by the more urban audiences in America. That failed quickly. And then we just had catastrophe and controversy one after the other. There's the Tory Gate statue, which pissed everyone off because it looked very much like the last remaining Tory Gate in Japan, in Nagasaki, rather specifically, after we nuked them. And of course, that got refunded and removed, and then they apologized. So all the people saying there were no controversies, well, there were. And that's why literally Ubisoft released apology letters to the Japanese people. Also, the insensitivity to their shrines, which we have a day one patch making so you can't destroy them. Just multiple faux pas, Chinese architecture, Chinese lanterns, selling the sword from One Piece as Yasuke's sword. Go on and on and on. Now, as we point out, Dragon Age the Veilguard hit 70,000 on its opening weekend, and then went on to have a peak concurrent of 89,000, something that I don't think this Assassin's Creed Shadow is going to reach unless it gets some serious help, i.e. heavy discounting and promotion, which, by the way, they are trying to obfuscate the numbers here. Things like engagement, player engagement. I turned on my Xbox, and the full forced screen is you seeing Assassin's Creed Shadows, and then a link to Ubisoft Plus, which for $15 for 1 month, you can just play the entire game. So you can see here, Dragon Age, like I said, not even hitting 70,000 weekend, which Dragon Age did, is embarrassing. And then, of course, Dragon Age going on for them to admit that it didn't even sell 50% of what they thought it was going to. 1.5 million players. And as we also found out from the executive director of Assassin's Creed, that you need 10 million things sold just to break even. So good luck with that. Don't think we're going to be seeing that. We've had their own employees say that if the game just does moderately well, that they're in trouble, that it needs to sell very well. It needs to be super successful, and that is not what we're seeing. We're seeing shady shit like this where they go, oh, look, we have 2 million players, but 2 million players doesn't mean 2 million people bought the game. See, when someone buys the game, they use that language, like Kingdom Come Deliverance, 2 million copies sold. So 2 million copies sold ain't 2 million players engaged. This is that Amazon thing they do where, wait, did they watch the show or not? No, they engaged with it. Well, what the hell does an engagement? Did I engage with Assassin's Creed Shadows when I clicked on that mandatory splash screen? You see how that works? And then also shout out, this one is Kada. Shout out to our boy Kada. He was just gathering footage, and then this bug happened. This is 20 million euros delayed the game work on this. So boom, he gets an assassin kill shot right there on the carotid. Oh, they pop back up. They pop back up. What the fuck? So maybe second time we'll assassinate this target. Boom, take the takedown. Little shiv. What? Oh, and pops back up. 20 million euros from the devs. Had never worked on a game, let alone an Assassin's Creed game. There you go. Third time's a charm. Yeah. A little delayed reaction on the blood there. Thank you, Kato, for that. And there's a dozen of these footages. This is no different than what we were seeing for Star Wars Outlaws, which didn't even have 3,000 people watching it on PC. This is what made them delay it. It was bugs just like this that they knew they couldn't have. And what do we have? Bugs just like that. So no word yet on if they actually did take all the cringe rap music out for Yasuke, but oof. Remember, 2 million players ain't the same as 2 million copies sold. So let me know what you think about all this. Have you played Assassin's Creed? What are you thinking? Either way, I think I'm out unless we get a Game Pass. I'll let you know if the numbers get any higher. Either way, make sure to like, share, and sub. If you have done that, thank you. If you're going to do that, thank you. And
well, bye.